What is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. So it is a programmatic language mainly used to interact with the relational database, which is RDBMS. In market, we have lot of RDBMS database available, such as MySQL, Teradata, PostgreSQL, IBM, Oracle, SQL Server, and so on. So for majority of the cases, the functionality and the syntax is almost same with all the database. So no matter which RDBMS database you use, the SQL which we are going to cover in this video will be applicable to all, and it will help you to learn. So based on the types of operation we are performing on the database, SQL is divided into following types. We have data definition language, which is DDL, data manipulation language, which is DML, transaction control language, which is TCL, data control language, which is DCL, data query language, which is DQL. So in coming video, we'll learn in detail which command will fall under DDL, DML, TCL, DQL, and DCL. Data definition language DDL mainly deals with schema or structure of a table or a database. So in simple words, you can relate the structure as a table. That means to store the data, definitely we need a table, right? So let's discuss with a real-time scenario where we use all DDL commands. To store any data, we need a table which will act as a container for all my data, right? So to create a table, we need to use create command. Suppose in that table, I need to do any modification to the structure of the table. For example, to remove any column or to add any new additional column, we need to use alter command. Suppose for some reason, we need to delete the structure of a table, which is no longer required. So we need to use drop command. In some cases, to remove or to clear the data from the table, we need to use truncate command. Suppose the structure is required, just I need to clear all the data. So in that case, truncate is required. So to change the name of the database, for example, we have tables, we have views, we have index. Suppose I want to rename database objects, so I need rename command. So to summarize, create, drop, alter, truncate, rename all comes under DDL command, which basically helps us to deal with the structure or schema of a table. Data manipulation language DML. So as the name says, manipulation, so DML is the most frequently used SQL command. So in real-time scenario, we use more often this command to interact with the database objects. To insert any data to table, we use insert command. To update any record inside that table, we use update command. To clear any data inside that table, we use delete command. So insert, update, and delete falls under DML command. Transaction control language TCL. So this is mainly used during transactions. So nowadays everyone does online transactions, right? So it may be kind of a bank money transfer or whenever doing online shopping payments. So in a database to control all the transaction, we use few DBMS commands. For example, we have commit when a transaction gets completed. When a transaction is failed for some reason, maybe because of network failure or any other technical fault, the transaction will be rolled back. And the other case, for example, a long transaction process is going on after 70 to 80% complete, it got failed. So it will create a save point so that we can resume the operation from the point of failure. So we have commit, rollback, and save point are all three TCL commands. Data control language DCL. As the name says, to get control on the data, for example, who can read the data, who can insert the data, who can delete the data. So let's discuss this with an example. So as in a company, we have data of different departments, different vendors, different persons. So to provide the access to the right person, we use grant command. So with the help of grant command, we basically provide permissions. And in some cases, for example, we need to remove the access to specific person or to a specific department, then we need to use revoke command. So revoke is used to remove the permission. So basically grant and revoke are two DCL commands which we use to provide access or to revoke the access. The final command is data query language, which we generally call as DQL. So the select statement which we generally use to query our data or read data from a table comes under this DQL. And coming to the syntax, it will be select column name from a table. I hope now everyone is very much clear what is SQL and what all commands in SQL we use to interact with database and under which category which of the commands will fall.
If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel Tech Schema for more such informative topics. Thank you.